Good morning, Hare Krishna. Today, I Raghav Vij of grade 9. I am here to share some of the new words which I learned during the Vocab Builder course. As Prabhuji suggested us to read the Pioneer newspaper and find some of the new words which we did in the Vocab Builder course. So when I followed the instruction of Prabhuji and I read the Pioneer newspaper, then I was astonished to find many of the words which we learnt during the Vocab Builder course in the newspaper. This became very easy for me to understand what the news is saying to me, and this also encouraged me a habit to read English newspapers. Now, I would like to cite some of the words which are very helpful for me while reading this news section in the Pioneer newspaper and for increasing my vocabulary too. The first word is malevolent. It spells as M-A-L-E-V-O-L-E-N-T. It's an adjective. Its meaning is wishing evil for others. Its synonyms are vindictive and it is spiteful. The second thing I'm going to discuss is the antonyms. The antonyms of this word are kind and merciful. Now I would give you some of the examples which Prabhuji gave us to as an aid, as an auxiliary to understand all these words easily. First one example I would cite is from Ramayana. Dashanan, the king of Lanka, was so malevolent that he was given the name Ravana, one who makes others cry. Next one is from Mahabharata. Duryodhana was so malevolent that he tried to kill his own brothers, the Pandavas, by sending them to Lakshya. Now, I would give you an example from the Pioneer newspaper, the sentence, the news which I read from the newspaper, and the word. I need to quote the sentence from where I got this word. Kim Jong-un, the president of North Korea, is aiming to diminish USA by using the nuclear weapons, as he is very much malevolent. His malevolent nature is forcing him to do the same. This now, if I study this news, and the malevolent word is used twice. So if a normal person who is not known to this word would not get the news very clearly. So it is very important. This realizes me that how important is it to enrich your vocabulary and to know about more of the words. The next word is clandestine. It spells as C-L-A-N-D-E-S-T-I-N-E. It is an adjective. Its meaning is secret. The synonyms are hidden and surreptitious. And the antonyms are open and overt. Some of the examples from one example from Ramayana is that love. It was a clandestine fact for love and Kush that Lord Ramachandra is their father. The second one is from Mahabharata. It was a clandestine fact that Karna is the eldest son of Kunti Maharani. Now I would give you an example from the Pioneer. The example is as follows. It is a clandestine fact that the whole world would be once affected by this COVID-19 pandemic, COVID-19 virus before it goes out of the world completely. It is really a devastating fact for all of us, and we need to be very much hygienic, very much strict in our hygienic purposes to prevent this from happening. The next word is exasperate. It spells as E-X-E-X-E-S-P-E-R-A-T-E, and it's a verb. And the meaning is to irritate intensely or frustrate. Its synonyms are incense and infuriate. Its antonyms are please and to delight. This word is a verb. So now I'll give you some of the examples which are very much useful to remember this word. The first one is from Mahabharata. Bhishma felt exasperated when Duryodhana alienated him for not fighting properly and fighting half-heartedly for his affection for Pandavas. The next example is from Ramayana. When none of the demons could budge even Angada's foot, Ravana felt exasperated. The example from the pioneer is China is exasperating India and also testing its patience level by again and again moving its soldiers sometimes near the LAC and sometimes farther from it. The next word is disarray. It spells as DISERREY. It's a noun and its meaning is to not be in a row or a sequence, or we can say that a lack of order or sequence. Its synonyms are confusion and disorder, and its antonyms are tidiness and order. Some of the examples are, the first example from Ramayana is Ravana could scarcely believe that his armies, which could not even be defeated by the gods, had now been reduced to disarray by an army of monkeys and humans. The next example from Mahabharata is seeing the Kauravas' army to disarray after the decline of their leaders. The Pandavas decided to press home their advantage. Now I would like to conclude off and I need to finish off with my thing, and thank you for listening. Hope you liked it. It is a very helpful course for me, the vocabulary course, and I liked it very much. Thank you BGIS. Thank you everyone for listening.